Talking about the everything about the PA, let me introduce that what is my my experience before coming here as a TA. So before coming here, I didn't teach any course or any types of classes. I didn't teach. So it was like excited for me for the first time when I got a first hand when I was going to be a TA and was going to give some first hand experience for as a TA. But I was nervous also, so I talked to my instructor how to teach, and also my senior member who are teaching that course how to handle. And I actually made a summary of all those things, so it will be really helpful for any types of new TA, I hope, particularly in my department, because it is like a summary of what my senior student told and also my instructor told how to teach and how to handle, because first time I was really nervous, but it is really easy, much more easier than what we can think. So before talking about that, I want to tell you what is the course structure. For this course, CHM 311, there was one instructor. She mainly focused on the theory portion. After that, she will. It's your job to teach the student how to do the practical purpose. I mean, how to handle the lab and everything. So my talk will be mainly focusing on the lab portion 40%, but 60% will be the overall. For every TA it will be applicable, not for the lab case. So before first class, introduce yourself. So I want to, because everyone give the quick overview how to deal, and I want to give you much more deeper explanation how to deal a class. So before first class, in the first class you need to introduce yourself, ask your student name, because lots of people are there, they didn't like that name or they want to abbreviate it and they prefer it, so they will not like what like if you call him with their first name or last name, so it may they may like, may not like, so you should ask them their preferred name. First, become their friend, otherwise they will not ask you question very fluently. So first become their friend, but you should be strict enough, otherwise they will not fulfill your requirement or whatever you are talking, they will not follow. So you should be strict friend. Contact details. So my instructor also told me that don't give your personal contact number. They are undergrad, they are not that much familiar how hectic your life is, they may call anytime, so don't give your contact number, but give the email address that is working. Office location and office hour. So you should have some specific office location and office hour, and where is the office, you need to tell everybody how to reach there. If they face any types of confusion, any types of things, they can contact. And also you should have some specific officer. For our department, different department have different requirement. For our department, we should have 1 hour officer in a week, so that's all. So they need to come and discuss their problem regarding the course material. Do's and don'ts. As it is a lab class, so it is very important the emergency issues. So what they can do, what they can't do, that you need to clarify to them at the first class, at the starting of the class. They will not follow that, it's quite obvious, they will not follow that. Give them some warning that I have seen you several times to using this phone, I can take off your mark, but don't take off. Just warning. Lab safety. This is very important because whenever you are working in the lab, so one of my teacher often told that your safety is my safety is your safety. It's totally true. Because suppose your student makes some mistake, it will hamper your life. That's quite true. Suppose caught fire, or these are the chemical fire, you don't know even, because I am also first year student, so I also not familiar with that type of perils that can come. So for that you can assign one quiz in the first class. So whenever you are taking one quiz, they will take that thing seriously. Suppose 4 marks quiz, that will not hamper their in the ultimate, after like 4 marks out of 400, that will not matter, but they will try to focus on the quiz, so they will understand where to put things, how to tie up their hair and everything, how to dress up for the lab. Emergency, that is the most important thing in the chemical lab. So you need to show where is the emergency requirement, what you will want, you need to do when there is a lab fire or everything like that type of lab safety. You need to focus on that. Your preferences policy, in the first class you should clarify that what you want them to do, because some of the student, some of the TA like bigger answer, like they want to, my student will write lots of answer, but some of the TA didn't like that. So it should be like precisely, you can show them that which type of answer they need to write in the question exam paper. That's all. Leave policy, so it will be how when they are taking, because there are lots of religions here in US, so they have different types of leave, different time, not that will not merge with another religion, so they can take leave. And how did they make up? They, for our department, they generally contact to the instructor and also mail me as well at a time. Then we decide where to, if they miss any lab, where to make up that lab, pre-lab and post-lab. So for the lab case, there will be some pre-lab portion. Before lab, you need to be prepared for this experiment, otherwise you will not get entered to the lab, because who don't know that what is going to be happening in the class, prior to coming to the class, they can do anything, so they will not be allowed. They need to read that, after that they will get the chance to enter. In lab portion, it will be the observation portion, mainly what they are doing, what they are observed after doing that. And post-lab portion, that will be collected prior to the next lab. No pre-lab, no experiment. So when you are not prepared with the pre-lab, you should go outside of the lab and write down the pre-lab, read what you are going to do, then you can come. How descriptive? It should be precise. Check-in sheet, because there are lots of chemicals and lots of items, so you need to check that which is there in your drawer, which is not. Safety first. Obviously, you can see this is not regular type of goggles. There will be some, here will be some rim portion, and also that is also covered, such that any kind of spill can should not damage your eyes. This is designed for particularly this or this. And gloves, because you are dealing with the chemicals, so it should be, you should put on gloves. This is your whole body should be covered with the lab coat. It's up to you. This is non-mandatory, but your foot should be covered. So these are the lab etiquettes. So safety goggles, gloves, lab shoes. Lab coat is not mandatory because it's up to you. If you want to damage your clothes, that's fine, but you should not damage your skin, or that's my responsibility to take care of. Clothes should be covered below the shoulder, fully covered footwear. First class you can consider the student, but from the next class, because they ordered, they need to that item need to be shipped to that particular person. So first class you can consider. And hair is should be properly tied up. Why it is so important? Is there any guess? You can guess that why this is so important. Hair should be properly tied up. Yeah, obviously. And it can fall over the chemicals, and also it can caught fire, so it should be. This is the etiquette. Chemical disposal, there are specific chemicals that need to be disposed in a particular pot, so you need to show them where to put the glassware and how to handle the fume that they are going to use. This is the emergency purpose. In the emergency case, how to handle suppose there is a fire, some chemicals spilled over your eye. So how, suppose there is a fire, don't use the elevator. You need to tell them how to use the fire extinguisher and safety shower. Being a TA is hard and ITa is harder. Why? Because we have different types of body language, we have different types of accent, so they will first feel boring, but after that they will get habituated with that. So pronunciation, there will be some problem. You should prepare with the study material, ready to give any types of answer. This is for in general, how not for the lab TA but also the other TAs as well. So you should assign some group partner, because whenever they are discussing, they will learn more. So you should assign some group partner. Why group assignment is so important? Because this is a research level chemistry. This is much more broader field. So suppose in the chemistry there are major 3 parts: physical, organic and inorganic. There are some interdisciplinary board. Some people will be strong in organic, some people will be inorganic. When they interact with each other, they will understand the material much more in depth. Assessment. So as I told you that I will check their whatever their exam paper, but final grade will be given by the instructor. So regular assessment, obviously this is important, and also you need to upload that score in Sakai, because they will understand that how much they are improved, what is their improvement. You should keep one answer keys ready for any type of assessment, and also you should check evenly all the questions. You should, most of the people will care their grade, and some of the people will care their grade, like 5% people, but 95% people will not care their grade, they will care their learning. So help them, and they will confess later that thank you, you have helped me. Lab environment. So this is a part of the community life. There will be some poor students, you should encourage them, go to them and talk to them. When half of the experiment is done, talk to them what is their improvement, and sometimes you can pressurize them that do fast, otherwise I will take off your marks, because there is some certain time limit within that, you need to finish that. So but don't press them too much, otherwise they will leave your class. Thank you. Any question?
It's very thorough, Paul. So do you have questions for him? The question you always ask others, and you're not prepared.
Okay, so yeah, that happened in this semester as well. So what I did, I asked everyone that is there anyone who want to volunteer this class? I will assign 1 mark extra marks for them. So as it is a in lab, it is a lab portion, so they need to prepare for the class. They know what I am going to do and what they are going to do, so they can easily handle that. Okay, let's clap for that person who demonstrate you nicely. That's all. Any question?